So something that we get asked all the time is, can my old house be insulated? Simple answer is yes, it can. Well, the thing is, a lot of people think just because their house was built 80 or 100 years ago that it's going to be this crazy process to get their house re-insulated. And I get it, because a lot of projects for older houses are more complicated. The simple answer for us to re-insulate an older house really isn't any different. If we re-insulate a house that was built 10 years ago versus a house that was built 100 years ago, for the most part, it's not going to be any different at all. Let's do a quick run through of all the areas of the house that we could potentially do. So for the attic, even if it's a really old house built 100 years ago, usually there's going to be existing insulation in the attic that we recommend to have removed. We can do it for you, no problem. And then once that's removed, we would recommend putting in spray foam insulation in the attic space. No problem at all. Walls, same thing. We usually go from the outside through whatever siding that you have. If it's vinyl, we'll take some off. And then we would run the hose up and down every single stud cavity and fill every stud cavity up. If there's existing insulation, no problem. It'll just compress that insulation that's in there, fill up the rest of the cavity. And then we just put that siding back on. If it's older siding, sometimes it can be a little finicky, but we generally have no issue with it. Crawl space. The only difference with an older crawl space is that a lot of times an older crawl space has more room to work in. It seems that older houses have taller crawl spaces, and it makes it honestly a little bit easier for our guys. But we attack it the same way. We take out the existing insulation, usually put a vapor barrier if it's needed, and then we insulate the crawl space with spray foam. The only things that could stand out a little bit different on an older house is maybe your studs are actual 2x4s, so the 2x4s are actually 4 inches or something like that. Or maybe your house has studs, more frequently than a newer house. But again, that doesn't add any complication to the process at all. So if your house is really old and you're concerned that that's going to add a lot of complication or cost to your project, don't worry, it's really not going to make it any worse than a house that was built 5 or 10 years ago. Hope you found this information helpful. Don't forget, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop us a comment, tell us how old your house is, or tell us about experience that you have with your 150-year-old house and how it was re-insulated. And always make sure you hit that bell button so that you get all of our notifications. Have you subscribed yet? How else are you going to get awesome knowledge like this? For free. Listen, we can't blog up everyone's news feed with all these videos. They'll get annoyed. We need you to do it for us. Do your good deed for the day. Just subscribe to the channel. Also like every video and share it to everyone on your contact list. Thanks.